So I am in Jacksonville, Florida currently. Uh, right now I live in Tampa and I'm trying to visit all the places in USA, all the cities and all the national parks, and I thought that I would make some videos and share it with you guys and see if you like it. So I bought this little camera. So far the verdict for this city is it's nice. I like it. It's quite big. I think this river that you see here, it's called St. John's River. From what I can see, the city is full of financial companies like banks, big banks, insurance companies and stuff. Comparing it to Tampa, I think this is pretty big. I think it's nice, but it could be because I'm here for the first time, so that's why I feel like it's nice and it's beautiful. So I parked my car right there. So I took this bridge. I walked on this bridge and my car is parked on the other side of the bridge. First time trying this camera. It's called DJI Pro. DJI, no, not DJI Pro. It's called DJI Pocket 2, and it has some nice different features in this camera. This place is pretty quiet for a big city. Nobody's around, nobody's walking, nobody's doing any running. So after this I plan to go to St. Augustine, or Augustine, I guess. And St. Augustine is like the oldest European city in Florida, permanent settlement, and I think it was part of Spanish colony, and then British took it away from the Spain, and then British had it and they kept fighting over it, I guess. But it's a very nice little small town, and I hope to show you guys different areas of the town and stuff. So this is my first video. This is going to be my first YouTube video, I guess. So bear with me, I'm still trying to learn stuff, and let's hope for the best.
This is the USS Orlick. It is here now and will be permanently here due to the United States Navy and Governor DeSantis arranging for it to happen. This boat is very special. It was built shortly after the World War II. It served most of its time in Vietnam, and it is literally the most decorated battleship in naval history. It has seen more action, fired off more rounds, and had more, I guess, enemy aircraft kills than any other ship in the Navy. We are so blessed to have it here. It is open for tours. I'm not sure if it costs anything. It was free for a while. I don't know if it's still free or not. This is its temporary home right here. In 2 years, it's going to move down. You'll see a crane down here where they're redoing a new dock for the Orlick to get down there. Oric, excuse me. We'll go down there and be stationed there. Also, we'll have the boat Titanic. It's called the Atlantis. It's down in Green Cove Springs getting refitted right now. So both boats will be up here for public display and touring. So really special to have this here, and it makes our waterfront even more valuable as we go along.
It's gonna be fun. How come all the pretty girls like you are taken, baby? I've been looking for someone like you to save me. Now it's too easy to be so damn complicated. Take your time and I'll be waiting. Keep me in mind. Somewhere down the road you might get lonely. Keep me in mind. And I pray someday that you will love me only. Think about you some days and the way I would lay wasting day after day with you. We always go our separate ways, but no, I can love you, baby, the way I do.
Most of you know, unless you've been sleeping in a cave for the last week and a half, we just had a major hurricane come through and out some of the docks and some of the things, and walkways, boardwalks on the other side are only about a foot from being flooded right now, so it won't take very long. And that water will recede. It'll take about 10 days for it to recede. So it's going to be, as they say, it'll be an event here in Jacksonville. Hopefully not as bad as everybody thinks it'll be. The next item I'd like to discuss and talk to you about, give you some ideas. This is the Maxwell House coffee plant here. It is the only one left in the United States. There were 3, one here, one in Texas, and then one out in California. The other 2 were closed down. This one has remained the same and still operational 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, has 170 employees. They roast over 1 million pounds of coffee a day. You come out here first thing in the morning around 5:30, 6 o'clock, they've got those roasters on, and it smells like fresh brewed coffee all throughout downtown. I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but it sure does smell good. But unfortunately, Friday afternoons around 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, they turn the burners up really, really high to burn off all the soot from roasting, and it smells like burnt popcorn for about 3 hours downtown. Pretty nasty smell. Maxwell House is a unique coffee in its saying. The founder, Jewel Cheek, was a largest jumbotrons in the world, bigger than Dallas Stadium. They are 60 feet tall and 300 feet wide. That's like a football field on top of those big pylons there. The largest screens are in the Tottenham Spurs soccer team or football team over in England, of which the owner of the Jaguars owns that team too, Shad Khan. So, and just recently, Tim Tebow, a big name here in Jacksonville and all around, has announced that he and his partners are going to bring Major League Soccer here. Shad Khan, including the marina and Friendship Park, is all going to be renovated. I was telling these nice folks here from Fort Worth, Texas, that this is where the new Four Seasons Hotel, a 5-star hotel, is going to be, mirrored by another building on the other side that Baptist Hospital has bought, and a giant fountain in the middle. The marina is going to be redeveloped into a 200-slip marina with slips that will accommodate ships over 150 feet long, which ironically, Shad Khan owns a boat that's 300 feet long, so I'm sure he'll have a slip in there. So a massive renovation of all this area through here. And the biggest thing is that Shad has promised through his development company called Iguana Development that he'll have it all done by Christmas of 2025. That's only 2 years away, or 3 years away, folks. Anyway, but it's designed that way so that bigger ships don't come into the downtown area. The bridges are certain heights so they can't get any further in. For instance, this bridge right here, from the center span on the bottom to the top of the water, is 154 feet tall. So boats that are like what we're going to see around the corner here can't come into the downtown area, and it was designed that way. Speaking of which, this is called the Isaiah Hart Bridge. It's painted bright green, and all our bridges are painted different colors, and there's a very scientific reason for that in just a second. I'll tell you. Isaiah Hart is the founder of Jacksonville. He was a bit of a scoundrel and a cattle thief, but then territorial governor of this area, Andrew Jackson, who later became the president of the United States. He and Hart made a deal. He would allow Hart to buy downtown Jacksonville, about 121 acres, for 10 cattle and 10 gold pieces, of which the cattle were stolen, and so the gold pieces. And it empties out into a massive party down at the stadium itself. So, Isaiah Hart Bridge, I call it the Great Bridge. When we come up here, we're going to have a very brief look off to the left of these two grain silos that you see over here. They have two people painted on that. We'll have a much better view as we get around this big ship here, but right now we'll get a little view of it. This is called the Unity Mural, and back in 2015, then Governor, I'm having brain freezes here. Anyway, the governor and the mayor commissioned worldwide painters and mural painters in particular to come and paint murals in the downtown area. If you go through the downtown Jacksonville area, you'll see a lot of buildings. The sides of buildings have big, beautiful, giant murals painted on it. So this gentleman here was Guido Van Helton. He was from Australia. He was commissioned to come in and paint anything he'd like to paint on any medium that he decided he wanted to paint on. So he was downtown one day listening to a group of activists speak very passionately about what they believe in. These two people here, the gentleman on the left was speaking about deaf people's rights. He is personally deaf also, and the lady on the right was speaking about women's slavery and bondage and that type of thing. And they were both Connell, who is the gentleman on the left, and Sarah on the right. They live here in Jacksonville, talking very passionately about it. After their speeches, Guido went up to him and asked them, he was so moved, if they would like to be on a mural. That probably took him 36 seconds to say yes, but they did. And he, just by looking at the top of it, this is an oil tanker that carries crude oil across the Atlantic Ocean here to wherever the port is. but it's been brought here to for renovations, obviously, and repair of its hull. Probably scratched and cut it open somehow, but it's a massive, massive ship. And that's not even the biggest ones. Big sign says no smoking. That's pretty smart. Gasoline in there.